Hello. I just want to make a quick plug that DE is allowing me to give away a full Mesa Prime Access Pack to one of you. This giveaway will be open to all platforms, including Nintendo Switch, and this will close on December 30th. To enter, all you have to do is comment with your name and platform down below, and a winner will be randomly chosen and announced on December 30th. Anyways, on to the video. Why is it that every time we receive content that's designed to be high-level or endgame or veteran only, the same type of warframes are present? Back in the days where Tier 4 defense was considered endgame, the only warframe that was deemed to be mandatory to take along was Frost, and arguably Trinity. Otherwise, nobody would really care or worry about what to use, because you could play literally anything you wanted, and so long as you knew what you were doing, you could make it work. Those days are long gone, and now we live in an era where trying to bring along a warframe that lacks an innate method of staying alive at high levels will raise a few eyebrows. What happened, and why exactly is this the case? One reason is fairly simple: enemy scaling. The quickest thing you'll notice about scaling is how quickly enemies get tougher and more damaging. This itself is a big problem, because the increase in damage makes shields useless in favor of health and armor, because there's no point in having a high shield capacity when it can be drained very quickly and easily, not to mention that a high shield capacity will do nothing for damage reduction for a warframe. Because shields get shafted in favor of health and armor, a lot of warframes that suffer from not having much survivability become automatically unfavored. Because of this, unkillable warframes such as Inaros, Nidus, Chroma, Rhino, and the newly added Garuda are very much prevalent, because they're able to keep up and sometimes surpass the harshness that is enemy scaling. This doesn't mean that non-tanky warframes are bad, it just means that in terms of playing against high-level enemies, why bother using a warframe that has no natural or reliable way of dealing with potentially being one-shot? Another reason is also fairly simple: enemy armor. Because enemies become able to soak up ludicrous amounts of damage due to their armor, corrosive and slash damage become favored over other types, because they're literally the only two that are capable of countering enemy armor. Like I've said before, the reason why slash is so widely used is not just because it's the best option out of the IPS choices, but also because it's the only one that can actually deal with the bullshit that is enemy armor. Because Warframe is at its core a PvE shooter, 99% of the time the players will be fighting against computer-controlled enemies, not other players. The supposed difficult content of Warframe is not truly hard. What gives things the illusion of difficulty is adding in something that serves to frustrate the players, such as invulnerability periods or swarms of nullifiers. Sometimes, things just aren't difficult as advertised, even. Remember when they said being in the plains of Eidolon at night would be very scary and dangerous unless you were properly prepared? That was the case until people realized that was complete bullshit and Eidolons could be killed by a single chroma with the proper build. From what I understand, difficulty in Warframe consists of nothing more than turning up enemy tanking to 11, while at the same time silently telling the players to use anything and everything that isn't a pea shooter and that doesn't explode after simply being raised. Thank you for watching.